Over the past 14 years, a pattern has emerged, leading to some fans questioning what's going on behind the scenes. The conversation started when footage from a 2010 Drake concert began circulating the internet. Footage where a 23-year-old Drake invites a girl from the crowd on stage, dances with her, smells her hair, massages her shoulders, puts his arms around her, and then starts to kiss her neck. He then says that he's going to get carried away, before asking how old she is.
How old are you?
Drake walks away while making a joke about going to jail, before turning back to her and saying, 17? Why do you look like that? You thick. Look at all of this. He continues saying, I don't know if I should feel guilty or not, but I had fun. I like the way your feel against my chest. He then kisses her on the cheek as well as her forehead before ending the bit and continuing the show. Now, it's understandable that this was crowd interaction gone wrong, but him continuing to make sexual comments about her body and kissing her multiple times after learning her age had some fans raising their eyebrows. However, this wouldn't be the last time Drake finds himself around minors. In a 2023 No Jumper interview with producer Lil Cece, she discusses how she first met Drake, saying that in 2015 she was on a high school basketball team, and Drake, being a fan of women's high school basketball, followed both her teammate and herself.
I was her teammate, so he followed me because of her.
At the time, Drake would have been 29. The same year, Drake would post on Instagram, celebrating the release of Baka Not Nice, a rapper, friend, and member of Drake's record label, OVO, following a stint in jail for allegedly forcing a 22-year-old woman into prostitution, a weapons charge, and human trafficking. The now deleted post read, "Something in the air today. A lot of good things happening at once. But this one means the most. Been waiting 11 months. Baka finally home." 1 year later, in May of 2016, 29-year-old Drake was spotted eating dinner with 18-year-old Hailey Bieber in West Hollywood. Due to their allegedly flirty interaction and Drake wearing a matching H necklace, rumors of them dating began circulating, with Entertainment Tonight even alleging that the two hooked up at Drake's Memorial Day party. However, during this time, Hailey did an interview with E! News, revealing that she'd known Drake for around 4 years at this point, meaning that a 25-year-old Drake first met Hailey when she was just 14. A big part of the conversation here is, why does Drake routinely find himself around 14 to 17-year-old girls? What does a 25-year-old man have in common with a 14-year-old? And wouldn't it feel weird to date someone you've always known to be a child right after they legally become an adult? In 2018, a now 32-year-old Drake released a song titled Nice for What, featuring the line, "High school pics, you was even bad then." Later that month, Drake would release a song titled Jaded, featuring the line, "We coulda waited, I wasn't Russian, differences in ages, you're old enough, but you're still a baby." And 2 months later in September, 14-year-old Millie Bobby Brown would attend the Emmys and mention in a red carpet interview that her and 32-year-old Drake text after meeting each other in Australia after he invited her to his concert, and that their conversations mostly consist of Drake giving her boy advice and saying how much they miss each other.
We just texted each other the other day and he was like, I miss you so much. I was like, I miss you more.
This was the first time Drake's pattern of being around underage girls really began circulating online, with many people speculating what someone with an 18-year age gap can really have in common.
I'm 34 years old.
Yeah.
If I said to you, I was texting a 14-year-old girl saying, I miss you so much, and she was replying to me, I miss you more, would you not think, hold on here a second, that's weird?
Millie would take to Instagram and defend Drake, saying, "Why you gotta make a lovely friendship your headline? You guys are weird, for real. I'm lucky to have people in the business extend their time to help me further my career and offer their wisdom and guidance. I'm very blessed to have amazing people in my life. You don't get to choose that for me. It's nice to have people understand what I do. Now get back to talking about real problems in this world other than my friendships. Jeez." However, a month later, as Drake was on tour, blind items began circulating, with people speculating who the noted foreign-born A-plus list singer/rapper could be. A year later, on November 25th, 2019, 17-year-old Billie Eilish sat down for an interview with Vanity Fair and revealed that one of the most famous people in her phone is Drake. She would go on to say that Drake is like the nicest dude I've ever spoken to. I mean, I've only texted him, but he's so nice. Like, he does not need to be nice. You know what I mean? Between the Millie Bobby Brown interview and now this one with Billie Eilish, some people really started to question why a now 33-year-old man is in contact with so many children, pointing out that if you remove the celebrity status of everyone, this sort of relationship would never be supported. On October 1st, 2020, Drake rapped on 21 Savage's song, Mr. Right Now, saying the line, "Yeah, said she wanna fuck to some SZA. Wait, cause I used to date SZA back in 08. In 2008, Drake would have been 22, and SZA would have just been 17. In a tweet, SZA confirmed that they did date, but insisted that their dynamic didn't involve anything underage or creepy. However, the following September, 35-year-old Drake released an album titled Certified Lover Boy with a song titled Poppy's Home, featuring the line, "Sierra Canyon parking lot looking like a Magic City parking lot." This turned heads, as Sierra Canyon is a private school in California that offers classes for pre-K to 12th grade students, and Magic City is a strip club in Atlanta. As the album contains 21 songs, and Drake was beefing with Kanye West at the time, it's not surprising that this single line managed to be overlooked. It's entirely possible that Drake really is just a nice guy, and perhaps his pattern of talking to underage entertainers is innocent, as he was somewhat of a child star himself. However, dating someone you've known since they were a minor as soon as they turn 18 is bizarre, and no one other than a celebrity would get a pass for this pattern of behavior. Following high school women's basketball as a 29-year-old isn't a common thing, nor is telling a 14-year-old how much you miss them when you're 32 and bear no relation. Women who claim to have hooked up with Drake all detail a similar, elaborate setup involving security guards, NDAs, getting copies of their licenses, and taking their phones away. So the possibility of a whistleblower coming forward is pretty low, but perhaps in the future, as these child and young adult celebrities often found around Drake grow up, we'll get a clearer idea of what their relationship was really like.
It bugged me, man. It bugged me because it was like somebody I looked up to at one point. It was somebody that I was like, I used to see out and be like, yo, that's that nigga, you know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing. He opened. It just sort of, it bugged me, man. It bugged me because it was like somebody I looked up to at one point. It was somebody that I was like, I used to see out and be like, yo, that's that nigga, you know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing. He opened. It just sort of, it bugged me, man. It bugged me because it was like somebody I looked up to at one point. It was somebody that I was like, I used to see out and be like, yo, that's that nigga, you know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing. He opened.
I mean, Wayne is in there. Wayne is in the top of those charts.
Well, no, he not up there with Michael, Whitney, the Beatles. He not up there.
Okay. Oh, okay. You're talking about that. No, okay. Yeah,
Drake is
right.
up there with them, homie.
Yeah, you're right.
You don't find that strange? Nothing's changed about his lyrics. He been singing the same. There's nothing new about how he sounds. He's been having the same sound, the same tune the whole entire time. And let a rapper get peed on, right? Because T.I. homeboy peed on that nigga.
On Drake.
Peed on him.
I think I remember that.
It's documented. They was at a movie theater award. He was upstairs peeing. Nigga peed on Drake.
I remember that.
Drake didn't do nothing. Puffy supposed to slap him or something. Let another rapper get done like he's been done and think that he can still reign. And he painting his fingernails now.
And let me say this too. I don't think a black artist could be an actor and come over to rap and dominate like that. I don't think a black guy could do that.
He was an actor?
Yeah, on Degrassi, right? Yeah, Degrassi.
What the fuck is that?
It's a show.
I don't know nothing about it. It must be on some. Yeah, it must be on some.
He was a real actor.
Well, that explains it.
Drum's breakout song was a record named Cha-Cha, and when Drake first uploaded Hotline Bling, it was named the Cha-Cha Remix. It was later renamed just Hotline Bling and started being pushed as a single due to the positive reception. When Drum was asked about it, he tried to be diplomatic about the situation, but later he would reveal he felt slighted as Drake took his idea and never once reached out.
That's a direct bite of Cha-Cha.
Yeah, it was. I don't know, it's just really weird. I ain't get no reach out, no nothing or whatever. Kinda, It fucked with me for a long time.
Back in 2017, he ended up running into Drake at Coachella.
Has a conversation with you and Drake even happened?
Some years ago or whatever. It's one of them ones. He was DJing at a party. I approached him. Like, hey, bro, we need to talk. You know what I'm saying? Stepped outside, said what I had to say, bro. Like, what you mean, bro? I pressed his ass.
But we all know Drake travels with the whole army. Drake's right-hand man Chubbs has said it himself that he hates it when people think Drake is soft. And so they wasted no time and them boys got active.
Next thing, bam, I'm like, oh shit. I ain't gonna hold you. His bodyguards went to town on the kid.
Try to bring the drum, tell me he ain't know how we cha-cha slide.
Just like that one time at Chella, good thing man weren't pulling out phones.
But his bodyguards in, not his bitch ass. He ain't touched me. He's a bitch. You know that.
Drake himself wouldn't do a single thing, which is smart. But it's also wild how Drake brags about the work his goons put in for him. But he's had some of the most disrespectful and flagrant things done to him that somehow everyone has just let slide. If these same things happened to another rapper, they would never hear the end of it. I mean, Drake has got him pissed on.
And after getting the R. Kelly treatment, apparently Drake ran out of the movie theater like a little bitch because he didn't want that smoke with T.I.'s boys. Not very mob-tied, is it?
He's got him bitch slapped by Diddy.
Why don't you bring out how you got smacked by a Diddy or some shit?
Puff Daddy had beef with Drake, and Jay-Z had to break up the fight backstage.
I mean, we could do a whole video about his L's, but that's not the topic at hand today.
That man is your father, let me be honest. It takes a man to be a man, your dad is not responsive. I look at him and wish your grandpa would have wore a condom. I'm sorry that you gotta grow up and then stand behind them. Life is hard, I know. The challenges always go beat us home. Sometimes our parents make mistakes that affect us until we grown. And you're a good kid that need good leadership. Let me be your mentor, since your daddy don't teach you shit. Never let a man piss on your leg, son. Either you die right there or pop that man in the head, son. Never fall in the escort business, that's bad religion. Please remember, you could be a bitch even if you got bitches. Never code switch, whether right or wrong. You're a black man, even if it don't benefit your goals. Do some push-ups, get some discipline. Don't cut them corners like your daddy did. Fuck what Ozempic did. Don't pay to play with them Brazilians. Get a gym membership. Understand, I'm throwing rocks and hiding hands. That's law. Don't be ashamed about who you with. That's how he treat your moms. Don't have a kid to hide again. Be sure. 5% will comprehend, but 95 is lost. Be proud of who you are. Strength come from within. Got the superstars that's real, but your daddy ain't hard than them. And you nothing like him. You'll carry yourself as king. Can't understand me right now. Just practice when you're 18.